Hi everybody, I'm Nguyen. I'm the level designer for Monaco, and I'm going to give you a quick introduction on how to use the level editor, which you can use to create custom missions, share those missions with your friends, and play those missions online with your friends. This is the exact same editor that we use to make all the levels in the game. So if you saw anything in the game, it's absolutely possible to make with this editor. There's going to be a new option on the mission selection screen. Just select the wrench and push A, and it'll allow you to create a new mission. We'll use my stage, which is the default name for now. Now I'm using a controller to navigate, interact with the editor. You can use a keyboard as well, but I just prefer the controller. In the center of the screen, there's going to be a palette, which is the top-down view of the floor that you're currently editing. On the right-hand side of the screen is a list of categories, each with subcategories. So right now we have the architecture layer selected, and I'm going to use the right analog stick on my controller to move up and down the subcategories of the architecture layer. So let's select roads for now. I can use right and left on the right analog stick to navigate through the objects on the bottom of the screen. These are all the objects that belong within the subcategory. So sidewalk. And I can move the cursor on the palette by pressing the left analog stick. Now anywhere I push A, it's going to place the tile that I have currently selected. So right now I'm just placing a bunch of sidewalk. And if I want to place red curb, I just need to use the right analog stick to select red curb and push A, and it'll place it. Pushing X will rotate the tile that I have selected. And pushing Y will behave like the bucket tool. It'll fill everything, basically. If I want to delete a tile, I just need to highlight it and push B. Now in the missions in Monaco, there's different floors. You go from level to level, right? You can have up to 8 different floors in a single level. So using the right and left bumpers, I can move up and down the different floors of a single mission. Right now we're on the bottom floor. The left trigger acts as copy and the right trigger acts as paste. So if I hold down the left trigger, I can copy. Let me just make something to copy first. I can hold down the left trigger and I can copy, and then I have the little section that I highlighted, and if I pull the right trigger, it'll paste it. If I click the left analog stick, it'll undo my last action, and if I right click the analog stick, it'll redo my action. So then, and the D-pad also has its really important functions as well. So up and down on the D-pad is going to allow you to quickly navigate the major categories. There's 4 different major categories, and I'm going to go into the detail about those in later videos. The left button on the D-pad is basically an eyedropper. So if I have a tile selected that I want to highlight and choose, I just need to push the left button on the D-pad and it'll basically pick it up. So right now I have caution asphalt selected, and I'm over the sidewalk. So if I push left on the D-pad now, it'll select sidewalk, and vice versa. If I push right on the D-pad, it'll zoom in. And the last function is start, basically. So in the start menu, there's the ability to save the map, name your mission like level 1, level 2, name your floor, street level, second floor, third floor, attic, basement. Clear the floor, which will delete all the objects on the floor that you have selected, and you can obviously exit the editor. This is the first of a bunch of videos I plan on making, so everybody can learn how to use the editor. So let's go make some great levels.